Okay, good day everybody. Mike here. Got another little target pistol to show you. This time we have a high standard Supermatic Citation 22 long rifle. Made in, model number 102. Made in Hamden, Connecticut. So this would be one of the early high standards, I guess. I'm not really a high standard expert by any means, but these are really nice handguns if you ever get a chance to get something like this. Now this one was probably built in the 50s, mid 50s, from what I recall researching. Anyway, we'll do a bit of a safety check here. Nothing in it. Okay. For the longest time, you know, like by the early 80s, I guess the Ruger Mark II series pistols, which are great handguns on their own, kind of took over the market. And then the Mark III came out, and I really wanted a Ruger Mark III. And then all of a sudden, you know, time flies, and the Ruger Mark IV came out, and that was the one that's quite a bit more simple to take down. This is as close to a Mark IV as I can figure. The Ruger, of course, has got a rail that you can install on here for an optic sight, which, I'll be honest, in the 50s would not have been something anybody was even considering. So that's one feature that the Mark IV has that this doesn't. However, this has pretty well all the rest of the features. 10-shot magazine. It's got a little thumb slider here, so you can, you know, help yourself when it comes to loading it. These mags are quite expensive now, because of course they're not made anymore. They're well made though, so if you get some mags that work, then they're going to work for a long time. There is information on the internet about building a special tool which will grab these forward feed lips right here on both sides, so that you can bend them to the correct angle, which is very important with these particular guns, because there's really no feed ramp on this pistol at all. Anyway, the mags are well made. And it has all the regular features that you'd think of on a target pistol. Standard patridge style front sight. Windage and elevation adjustable rear sight. Safety, trigger, release on the mag. It's a bottom mag release, which was common in the day, and it works no problem. On this side of the gun, we've got your empty magazine hold open latch, which works perfectly. And it's a straight blowback. This one happens to be a 4.5-inch barrel. Heavy barrel. It's quite accurate. Even I, you know, with bad eyesight, have no trouble hitting pop cans at, you know, 15 to 20, 25 yards. Now, the interesting thing about these pistols is that they take down really, really nicely. We'll engage the last shot hold open, and then this spring-loaded plunger on the front, you just push that in with your thumb, and then the barrel can lift out. Now it's a really strong spring because it really holds it securely. However, we'll give it a try here and see how well I can do. There we go. Okay, so the barrel comes off, and then in order to get the slide off, that's it. You're field stripped. The spring for returning the slide is captured. You can pull that out if you want to, but I never really have needed to. Standard firing pin access right there. Single extractor. Very simple design. Very expensive to make nowadays though, of course. And then on here we have your ejector. This is part of the safety mechanism. Your hammer, and right here you can see is where the plunger for the slide return spring impacts. As far as I recall, there's no adjustment on the trigger. It's a wide shoe type target trigger, ribbed. Slight ribbing on the front here and on the back. You can see there's a little bit of bluing worn right here where you'd be handling it. And actually, sorry, this might be the adjustment for the trigger. I'm not really sure. Like I say, I'm not really an expert on these. I just know that it's a great little 22 pistol, and I love shooting it. To reassemble, just slide that back on. Engage the hold open. And then in here, you can see, maybe if I move it a bit, you can see there's a hole where the plunger will drop in. Anyway, press this in, drops right on, rock solid. Magazine back in. Just an extra here for you on this high standard. You know, in Canada we can't shoot handguns or any restricted firearm anywhere except a shooting range. But that doesn't mean that Canadian shooters don't want to play around with holsters a bit. So this one is what I'd call my field holster, even though, you know, like I say, we can't use them in the field, but we can use them at the range. This is a 1981 Browning high power, like a military policeman's holster for probably for a dress uniform, to be honest. Full swiveling, would have been shoulder straps here. Anyway, this high standard, as you can see, fits beautifully into that holster. And there you go, a quick look at the high standard model 102 Supermatic Citation. A really, really great 22 target pistol. If you ever get a chance to pick one of these up used, don't hesitate. Have a great day, everybody. Mike out.